Welcome everyone to the Good in Motion show. Today's episode is extra special. It's the very first in-person interview on Good in Motion. Our guest, Meryl Schroyen, is a creative strategist and entrepreneur originally from Belgium. At just 20 years old, she founded a non-profit leading international humanitarian projects, and her past since has been all about growth. From managing large-scale events in Europe to helping Canadian businesses expand their reach. Most recently, Meryl co-founded The Sound of Sea. It's a company that helps leaders and organizations grow through strategy, community, and genuine connection.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Congratulations for your first time.
Thank you, Meryl. Thank you for joining me in this first in-person interview.
Of course.
This is amazing.
It's such a nice place, huh?
Yeah, I really like it.
Yes, and I just noticed that.
Yeah,
That's
it's supposed to be super expensive, no?
This
type of
I'm sure it is.
So we just heard your bio.
Yes.
So yeah, take me back to this moment when you moved to Canada from Belgium during the pandemic. Did you think about returning to Belgium when this happened?
Yeah. So I came here March 6, 2020, 1 week before they closed the borders.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the first 3 weeks on the call with my sister, like, what am I doing? Like, am I staying here? Am I going back? My goal is to learn English. Mm-hmm. Stubborn as I am, I was like, no, I need to stay until I can put 2 sentences together in English. So I stayed, and I'm still here. But it was a tough one.
And I want to say, and here you are in an interview in English.
Yes.
That was all worth it.
Yes. 100%. And sometimes we do conferences for like University of Toronto, or like I'm doing one tomorrow with Yorkville University. And it's like, how did that happen in 5 years? When I came here, I couldn't say, hi, how are you? Properly. Yeah. And now it's like, I'm talking about entrepreneurship or leadership at university. Like, what happened to me? It's crazy. Sometimes you look back and you realize like the journey it's crazy.
And actually, I want to know, how did that happen?
A lot of learning.
By yourself, or
I did
courses?
3 months in a school to learn, but I'm also very, very stubborn when it comes to my personal like goals. You know those videos that are called on YouTube, Learning English While Asleep?
No.
It's 8 hours videos. There's multiple. You can put them while you sleep.
Okay.
So that was the kind of thing I would do.
That. It sounds like a good shortcut. Did it work?
I have no idea, but that was part of my... yes. Yeah. I mean, I did that. I went to school for 3 months. I also cut completely with the French community.
Yeah.
I had no French friends for the first 3 years. I was in the subway listening to rap and reading the lyrics to try to catch up with the pace, trying to improve the rhythm of my own.
Did you go on the Urban Dictionary to understand some of the slang?
Actually, at my school, there were a guy working in construction, like that field. And he was always coming back with new idioms, like super Canadian weird stuff that you cannot learn anywhere but on the street.
That's so funny because you work with leaders. So having that vocabulary, I wonder how it benefits you in this community.
Yeah, you know what? I feel you need to speak like whatever is in your head.
Yeah.
That's something that I do a lot, and sometimes I think I speak too much what's in my head, but I think it's very important to just say whatever you want.
It's actually something I wanted to talk about, and I've noticed about you, which I want more of for myself. Yeah. You seem to me unapologetically you.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is me. take it or leave it. And so I wonder if you were always like this, or you grew up some type of boundaries over time.
I think a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I always say my mom is probably the lead of that part in me. To give you an example, in her bag, she has a clown nose.
Okay.
And when she's in the traffic jam, she put it on.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, at least, like, you know, people are waiting, but they're having fun. So, like, she is like that a lot. She is just herself. And I think that was the first, you know, I grew up like that.
Yeah.
And then the second thing is when I started working in Canada as a consultant, somehow the companies that we had around us were a lot of manufacturer, a lot of men, white men in a suit. And I would enter the room as a, you know, shy. Exactly. No, I wish. I wish I would be like that. But no, I was very shy. And I think at some point I also thought like fuck it. Like, why am I shy about it? Why do I need to fit that box of like shirt and, you know, classic pants, and I need to, you know, no, like, and in the end, I don't want to share an image of me that is not real, because how long can it's not sustainable.
Yeah.
So I rather use bad words and say whatever is in my head. And I feel the people who likes that would follow, and the other ones, it's fine. Like, there's serious people who are gonna work with them, but I don't want to try to be someone I'm not anymore. And I think people recognize that. The right people could recognize that.
And did you find that it's a trait you see in the leaders you work with? They show up as their most authentic self?
I think if you treat them as is, yes.
Okay.
I think that's also shifted in my mindset, but the very high level, I'll put it that way, high level leaders that I've met are the most, if you treat them as a normal human being, they're authentic. I went one time to a lunch.
Okay.
It was a lunch by Board of Trade, and it was super fancy. Everybody, you know, in their best behavior. You know, you have a table assigned, right?
Yeah, I see.
I arrive and I see two young people, you know, they're young, so they need to approve. And then there's an old lady there. She also is like nicely dressed and all, but she seemed like, you know, looking at her for whatever. Yeah. So I come next to her and I say, hey, you look very friendly. Can I sit next to you? And she's like, sure, you can sit. And we started talking. She has a Dutch accent, so we started talking about that. And then someone comes and it's like, oh, I'm so happy that you're here, talking to her. I'm so happy you're here. That's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And I read your book, and in my head, I'm like, what the hell did I do? I just told her, can I sit next to you? You're friendly. Like, and then someone comes, hey, the mayor want to say hi to you. So she goes, she said, I'm coming back. But in between, you know, we talk about life, and she's just like laughing with me and completely normal. And we did touch topics like leadership, very like interesting topics, but also, what do you eat for breakfast?
Yeah.
And then someone comes and she says, oh, I'm so happy you're there. And she was the CEO of some nonprofit. So I was like, if she is impressed by her while I'm impressed by her, who is that person?
Yeah.
I understood that she was the CEO of Home Depot for like 15 years, bringing Home Depot to the shitty shop to what it is today. Like, and I was like, but again, super friendly. I did the same mistake with the coach of the Olympic hockey team of Canada.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah.
I work with the guy also who made himself like self-made entrepreneur. He has a global company, the most friendliest guy I know. I think when you pass a certain stage and you go through all the shit that you can see as an entrepreneur, you're humble. And if you're not, then that means you didn't hit the wall yet.
It's like what people say about don't listen to people who are not in the arena with you because they just don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But it's awesome because when you talk with this person, maybe not knowing about their achievements or their status, then you're with them just because you're genuinely interested in them. And I'm sure they appreciate that over being with them because maybe the other person might expect something or like wait for an opportunity.
Yeah, and I was talking to a lady, and I should introduce you to her. She's amazing. But she's kind of known in the Canadian, like network. Yeah. But she told me when I go to an event, if I feel the person doesn't know me, I tell them I'm a housewife and I see how they react. And depending if they still, like interested in talking and considering her, then later on she would say I'm an angel investor because that's what she is. But I found it super interesting.
Yeah.
So yes, definitely. I think leaders, it's a difficult place, but I think the good one, they know how to handle that image. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, with the examples of the housewife that you just shared, it reminded me of a time I went to a networking event this year and I was chatting with a woman. And when I was sharing about my big vision for this talk show, at some point she made a comment that I think was for me, but not directly. She said, "Oh, I don't have a rich husband to pay for my dreams." And I was, wait, did you say that because I shared my vision before?
Yeah, that's crazy. And sometimes people don't see the sacrifice that it means to do what we do, right?
And I think it's fine because then you can decide if that person is for you or not right away. You 100%. Don't lose time.
Yeah.
I found that I've been chatting a lot with women who've started businesses and they are more in the early stages of their business. And there is always this taboo topic around money. So you're welcome to share as little or as much as you want. But you have co-founded the business, The Sound of Sea.
Yep.
And how long have you been in business for now?
Realistically, legally 6 months.
Okay. Thank you for putting because when I ask these questions, there's always what do you mean? The moment I had the idea, the moment I registered, or the moment I went full time?
Yeah.
Because all of these are different milestones. They don't necessarily happen at the same time.
Nope.
So people often think that when you start a business, everything is clicking at the same time. And maybe is that, you can pay yourself right away or you're making maybe an income, right away. So what do you think is the part that nobody mentions when starting a business?
Definitely that part, the money part. Nobody's mentioning it and they think that, especially now, I feel with social media and stuff, everybody sees the good. I do pay my bills and I want to touch wood. But it's okay. I'm touching my
tree. It's a tree.
Oh, yeah. But for me, the main goal is to pay my bills. I don't I think every work deserves money. But I think, people see only the good on social media and that's
the highlight reel.
Yes. And that's not what it is. Yes, of course, some months you don't pay your salary and you make sacrifice. And as of today, there's some months I would reinject the money to invest in the business versus paying myself.
Yeah.
So I think that's a reality nobody talks about. But I also feel sometimes it's hard for people to understand why would you go through that. I've gathered around me so many people that I'm so grateful I've met because of that vulnerability, saying, right now, I cannot pay you. You give me the opportunity to be in front of a camera and speak up my mind. You just do it out of from the bottom of your heart. It's not, but I think that's where you keep going. And that's super important. I also want to mention Hotel Victoria, where we do all our events. Emeline Boule is the general manager. She's amazing and she believes in the product. And she was like, let's do a partnership. Just sure. And it's okay, if those people can trust the process, I should, but it's hard. And I think we don't talk enough about those mental breakdown, when you, at night and you're like, you cry and you're desperate. It's like, why am I doing this to myself?
And speaking about mental breakdown, I think you shared with me that you had some tough seasons.
Yes.
Is that something you'd like to share?
So I had a company back in Belgium as well. And I was doing that, and I was working, and I was studying, and I thought I can do it all. Yeah. And then the body crashes. Yes, I think I lost it completely. My body gave up. Like, I didn't want to stop. And so my body stopped for me. And I think that's something we need to be very careful of in general, because it comes in many forms. And yeah, you need to stop before it happens.
And have you created, I don't know, new habits or kind of checkpoints with yourself since to avoid this to happen again?
Yes. Everybody knows in my network. Yeah. Try to call me on a Saturday or a Sunday. You will never get an answer. I think I stopped working on Friday Eve until Monday morning. Okay. Sometimes on Sunday, I check my to-do list, just to make myself comfortable before I go to bed. Yeah. But I never work on weekends. And I feel the difference when I do. Like a couple of weeks ago, I worked on a Saturday and the whole week was like too much. Yeah. So I feel that's my boundary. Yeah.
And so before you would work on weekends?
Oh, yeah.
And now what do you do during your weekends? Like, could it be going out with, friends the whole weekend and then you would still feel relaxed? Or do you need some me time at home, maybe?
Yes, I need some me time. I think also because, when you start a business, you always need to be socially nice.
I need to hear that.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not that you fake it. It's just that, I cannot just be moody. I'm like, it's the start of my business. I need to show up my best for people to see this is me. It's not fake. This is me, but it's still, in the end, it's very tiring to always smile and shake hands and, yes, I can do that for you. Yes, of course. No, it's okay. The price is okay. You can pay me that less, of course. But it's like, it's draining to smile all the time and be nice and thinking about I shouldn't do this or say that. So I think on weekends, I always have a day where I'm by myself or with someone you can be while being by yourself, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I know you have a husband, so I'm sure sometimes you guys are together without talking.
Yeah, we're just on our devices. Like, I think it can still be healthy, just watching our own show because we don't want to compromise at night.
Good.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You don't fake your personality, but you still want to be on your best behavior and practice active listening, which can be tiring.
Oh, yeah. Yes, because it's still you, but it's just the best version of you all the time. And then, you need to call people and, hey, yeah.
Even when we're told to push out of your comfort zone, I feel, can you do this 24/7? I don't know.
No, and then, as I said, like when you start talking to clients and, it's almost disrespectful sometimes. Like, it's like, I know you're my client. And it's hard at the beginning because you need them. You do need them to survive, to keep your head out of the water. So you need to like put boundaries, but at the same time, you need to do it properly, like nicely. And I think that's sometimes tiring. Yeah.
You need to take some hits for the long-term success.
Yeah. Yeah. And I also, I know one of the last projects that we had was a project that my values were not aligned with. So I decided to stop it.
Okay.
But then that means I'm not having that money coming in.
Yeah.
Every time you decide, okay, I cannot do this anymore, it's a sacrifice that you make. I would love to be in a position where I can say, not for me. But am I there yet? Sometimes, but not all the time. It depends on it.
Well, I think it touches on the topic of balance, which is the whole point of this show. I believe we can grow a business with balance.
Yeah.
It just, when it comes to, and having values for your business is also finding your balance.
Yeah.
It makes probably everything goes slower.
Yes, definitely. So we switched for a very more like consulting kind of business model to a more like community, because I think it was more aligned with my values in general.
Connection.
Yes, like human being behind the business and things like that.
Yeah.
But of course, the business model is different. So for us to find the time to balance that, it's very hard, because we come from huge, well-paid projects, which is consulting, to like steady, slow, like low income.
Yeah.
When you stop those big clients and you start having the small ones, like of course you lose it. And I think every time you pivot in the business, you are in that situation, and that's very difficult to realign sometimes.
So do you have a practice to remember why you've done that pivot, even if that means taking a cut for a while?
I think most of the entrepreneurs, they start because, sometimes you hear, oh, I don't want to have a boss or whatever, and that's why I'm an entrepreneur. Your clients are your bosses. And now you don't have one, you have multiple. So it's even worse in the end. But for me, it's like, if you know why you started, write it above your computer, or like write it somewhere you can see it every day. Because I think that's what keeps you going in the end. It's like, yeah, okay, I'm doing this because, in my case, I'm doing this because I want to help people. And that's what drove me my entire life. I think that's my purpose.
Yeah.
And that's my personality. Like my first company was humanitarian, and now it's helping entrepreneurs. Like it's not the same, but you help people. People are the center of what I do.
Yeah.
And that's what keeps me going. And I feel I could do it in a corporate world or like in another company, but I want to do it as I want to. Like, yeah. So I think having that vision is important.
When you said, I like this example of, if you have a why, you can have it next to your computer.
Yeah.
Do you have like tools like this where at your place your home, you have, I don't know, vision boards or like some type of those practices with like positive words?
Yes. I do have that vision up my board. I also have on my wall, I have like a lot of pictures of my family. I know that's not a vision board, but it's like, it helps me.
Yeah.
Like somehow I'm like, okay, I have people around me that like keep going. I don't know how to explain that feeling of seeing them on my wall. Maybe that's also, as immigrants, you might have the same feeling, but it's like I need to have them somehow close to me to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, they're on my vision boards.
Okay.
So, but the way I saw it was slightly different. It's more, I'm building my business and a balanced life in order to spend more time with them.
Yeah.
Because after 10 years in Canada, I realized that I want both. I want both Canada and France. Yeah. I want both, working on my business and spending quality time and slowing down with close ones. And I want both, enjoying good meals and eating healthy. I just want all of it.
Yeah. I feel you. It's so important, that balance. And I feel when you come from France, I'm from Belgium, but I feel the culture is similar. We spend a lot of time with our families. At night we sit down and we have a meal together. For lunch, you go out with your colleagues. Here is very work-oriented. Most of the relations that I've had here are very interest-driven, if I can say so.
Yeah.
That's also why we opened the community. I was a bit tired of that. I wanted real,
genuine connection.
Yes. But I feel it's hard to find the balance sometimes. Because of that. We come from countries where family, friends are so important. I was talking to someone at a networking event the other day, and I told him, I never answered to this question, what about you? What do you do? By talking about my job. I've always talked about what I like, but never, so I'm this in this, like, that's not how I define myself back in Europe. And here, That's how people define themselves. And I think it says a lot.
So what would you say when you were in Europe?
I would more talk about the why than the title. Here it's like, oh, I'm the co-founder and CEO of blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, big titles.
Yeah.
Back home, I would never, I'd say, oh, last year I went to that country and we did that project and it was a lot of fun and I liked it. And nobody would really ask me what I do in that company. They would just hear the stories.
Yeah.
And I think
it's more powerful.
Yes, I believe so. But, you know, like I also never had my title on my business card. Here I heard if you don't, then people don't recall who you are.
Housewife.
Yes, I will do that. Oh, yes, I will print both. That's
and you can do A/B testing, see which one gets more phone calls.
It's so funny because when we opened this business, my business partner always referred me as the mama, you know, like taking care of. I was also a nanny. Like I like to take care of people.
Yeah.
And so he told me, oh, we're going to call you the mama. That's going to be a title. I was like, nope. I'm not doing that.
That's a good trait. So I don't know, maybe you could reconsider it.
I could use it as a marketing purpose.
I think it's time for us to try the spin the wheel of life. It's a wheel I've discovered when going to a Tony Robbins conference. I know we've chatted a bit about him and there are mixed feelings. Usually it's like, is he a cult leader? Is he a life coach? I mean, I relate to his content. And so particularly this wheel of life, it has 7 categories of typically this tool is used to assess how balanced is your life across different categories. So what we're going to do is we're going to spin the wheel. And depending on the category we fall on, we will both answer the same question.
Sounds good.
Okay, so let's start with the first spin. All right, our first category is celebrate and contribute. So the question for this is, when you launched your business, what was the very first tiny victory you celebrated?
I actually didn't.
Okay.
I didn't because it was in January and then, I don't know, I was so busy. Life was just, I don't know. We didn't do much, I think. Actually, after the University of Toronto conference, I don't know, it felt like a milestone to me.
Yeah.
And I went to buy a watch because I thought, I want to remember this time. Like
I love the meaning behind it.
After that, I did reward myself, but not when we opened. It's just not the right time.
Do you have a practice around celebrations usually?
I do reward myself somehow. Like, you know, I go for a walk or I do
self-care, gifts.
Yes, self-care mostly.
Okay.
I would preferably go for a massage than for buying a shirt. Yes, but yes, I do try to, and I love eating by myself. So I go to Italy.
Oh yes,
I get a plate of pasta.
I understand. Is it fresh ones? Yes,
and the burrata.
Oh yeah,
but yes,
I go there get cannolis. That's my thing. I got married in Italy and I tried, it was in the north. So apparently cannolis are more from the south, but I tried some and I was like, you know, Italy have really good cannolis.
Yes.
So yes,
that's true.
I understand.
What do you do?
Well, when I celebrate, actually I'm working on it. I do go to comfort food right away and I'm working on changing that to self-care.
Okay.
Because my first thought, and my husband's too, is like, let's have fun, let's have a pizza, let's have, you know, whatever, let's buy junk foods. And it's not working. I would rather, work on my self-care.
Yes, I feel that. Yeah. You know, they were talking about food disorder and things like that. And they said that it's super wrong to reward yourself with food. going to eat a plate of pasta at Italy, but apparently it's not good and you should reward yourself differently.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, I think the first step is to be aware of it.
Yeah.
And then we can work from that. We have so many other things to do at the same time. So,
you know what? I think we also can do both.
Like self-care and food.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. If you go to the spas, they have good restaurants
exactly.
there.
A nice smoothie.
I would love to celebrate with you.
Oh yes, next time we do that. We can go for lunch after.
Okay. Actually, I'm going to. Have you heard of Auberge du Pommier in Toronto?
No.
It's a French restaurant in North York.
Okay.
Like very fine dining. They have a tasting menu.
Nice.
And so with my husband, we have his birthday. We have a few of celebrations. So we're going for the third time in 5 years now.
Wow.
This week. So, food again. And I told him this week, I'm working on changing my comfort food rewards with changing it to self-care.
Yeah.
So what do you say if we cancel the restaurant and instead we go to the spa and we get some care, self-care? And he's like, no, not happening. So
do both, because I'm sure also you built that habit, right? But so I think there's always a transition period. Like people say, oh, you need to change right away, start today, whatever. That doesn't work. Like we need to have that transition period. Like you don't learn how to walk, you stand up and you walk. It's like, so maybe we need to do both for a while, and then sometimes we cancel the restaurant.
I love that. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. I don't think I can budget for both this time, but I love that. I'm going to work on some type of transition, even if it's like a digestive long walk after.
Yeah. Groupon?
Yes.
Yeah, it's here in Canada as well. I don't know if you use it.
No, I've never used it.
But you have some prices for massage and stuff.
Okay.
Yes, maybe you can budget both.
Okay, I'll take a look.
Yes.
Okay, let's spin the wheel one more time.
Let's go for it.
Let's go. Okay, our next category is a work career mission. What is one career risk you're glad you took?
I think overall, I don't know if it's career, but yes, it is. Staying in Canada was an interesting move. Yes. So I worked as a nanny the first 3 years.
Okay.
And then I thought I'll give myself 3 months, completely unrealistic, to find a new job. And if I don't, I'm just going back to Belgium.
And
yes, exactly. And I've met my business partner the month after.
I love it.
And so, yeah, I think it was not a risk, but it was an opportunity, and I just decided to see.
Yeah.
And it was a good one, because in the end I learned a lot. And then we did so many projects that was super interesting. So what's the worst that can happen to you? You find a job as a waitress for a while?
Yeah.
Is that the worst that can happen to you?
You move back to your parents, maybe.
Yeah.
And then it makes a good story.
Yeah.
Like 10 years from now, you say, oh, that time I did that.
When I moved, I spent my savings on school and rent and no job because of COVID. And at some point I didn't have money.
Yeah.
So I asked my dad, hey, can I borrow like $200? He sent me the money. I went to Walmart to buy a bicycle.
Okay.
And then I started doing Uber Eats for 2 months. And then I returned the bike and I gave back the money to my dad. But in between I made money. But is that...
Oh my God, I love this story.
But is that the worst thing that can happen?
Yeah.
Like I was on my bike, driving, like bicycling around, discovering Toronto. Like I feel... you can, it's opportunities. Like the worst thing that can happen. My only advice, for us immigrants, keep the money for a flight ticket back home in a separate bank account.
Yeah.
So if you crash fully, you can just go back.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I like that.
But yeah, it's okay.
These are good stories. I think what adds pressure is just the speed at which most people are wanting.
Yeah.
Because if you're willing to explore, experiment, and you're not in a rush, we're going to get there.
Yeah.
I think as long as we keep trying, we're going to get there.
And, you know, going back to that conversation we had about leaders, I feel you humble yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Whatever. Like, as that lady told you, no, we don't have rich parents to pay or rich husband to pay for our stuff. We just make it happen somehow by doing what we need to get there. So, no, I think, yeah, we're fine. We'll get there.
Good. We'll get there.
Yes. Do you take risks?
Yeah. You know what? I agree that sometimes the choice of words doesn't resonate. Like when I hear failure, I heard so many times that failures is just a lesson. So I'm like, it's not a failure anymore. So a risk, I'm glad I took. I guess it's a bit too early to say if it's paying off, but I'm still glad I took it, which is I completely stopped working as a graphic and motion designer on December 31st. So like 6 months ago, 8 months ago. And because I had such a clear vision for this show that I was like, okay, I'm just going to stop everything. I have a bit of a cushion to fall on and I'm going full in. I'm just going to focus on it. And I truly believe that if I use all of my time and attention on this, it must work.
Yeah, I disagree with you. I think it did pay off already.
Oh, you think?
Oh, yeah. You met super cool people.
Yes.
You interviewed a lot of people. You did achieve some personal, you know, like, even if it doesn't work, it did work. Yeah,
I agree that I've definitely succeeded in the way I feel. Yeah. Because I feel fulfilled. I'm living my best life. Like, no doubts about this. I'm super happy. It just, for now, I guess the missing piece is making this talk show pay for my bills.
Yeah.
Because right now it's more what qualifies as a hobby more than a business. But I'm working on it.
At the beginning, it's hard to generate money, especially when you have the vision and the why.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I want to do this, but if I'm making a lot of money out of it, is this the same why? Like, you know,
like guilt around making money?
Yeah, I don't know. In my businesses, I always had a business partner.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be around money. Because I feel it goes into my head. Like, if I'm looking at money and I'm discovering, oh, maybe we need to do more or whatever, I feel I'm going to project that on my business and it's not going to have my same energy in it. Does that make sense?
Like, if you focus on profit over mission, it might go the wrong way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you for putting words on my thoughts, but yes.
Well, it's interesting you shared that because I've been to a conference 2 weeks ago and the host of this conference was saying that when she thinks about where to monetize her business, her creativity is gone.
Yeah.
It just disappears.
Yeah.
And her energy is like down. But when she focuses on where to be creative and help, like you shared that you want to help, then this is when she gets ideas for her business.
Yeah. I think it's not everybody. Like, I know my business partner, we had the meeting on Monday and we talked about money and things like that. And after the meeting, I was depressed. And he was like, why are you depressed? It's okay. We're going to get there. And in my head, I was like, no, but just having the conversation, I don't want to go back to work. I feel like, what am I doing? I don't want to see it. As long as I don't see money, I keep going. Once money is... So yes, I completely relate to that.
And do you think, you know how people say they're working on their relationship with money? Do you think it's something you'd like to explore or you're just like, nah?
Yes and no. The weird thing is I'm very close to my personal money. Like, I save a lot, I check, you know, I'm careful how I spend. I don't know. I think, I don't want to say never.
Yeah.
But I feel, you know, people have strengths. And of course, it's important to develop yourself and acquire new skills and, you know.
Yeah.
But in the end, if I'm not good at it, and if it stresses me out, And if I have the resources to outsource it, then especially right now, I'm probably better doing that.
Yeah.
And then when I have the comfort, and maybe it's because, you know, at the beginning you don't create enough revenue. Maybe that's what's stressing me out. I don't know. But yeah, I feel right now I don't, because I want to focus on what I need to do and what I do best. But one day, maybe, why not? I'm always eager to learn. So
it sounds like a good advantage to have a business partner, so you can focus in your area of genius.
Yes. And I, you know, in my case, it's a business partner, but I also have an accountant and a lawyer. And sometimes having those people, like a good resource environment, is good enough. Yeah. But I'm also I need someone to tell me, go for it. My brain doesn't say it to myself. Yeah. So that's why I need someone. That's okay. I think everybody does. We need a village. Yes. Of course. I mean, I'm saying that, and I'm building a community. So you just know it's for a reason. That is because we can't do it ourselves. No, we cannot. I don't know when this stopped, but it stopped at some point. So okay, we have this. Yeah. Did you? I started it again. Okay. Yeah. So Meryl. Yes. I'm so happy first you're here, because we're doing, as we mentioned, this first in-person interview. Yes. Which is the ideal moment to start doing this new segment, because I'm a foodie. I love to go to Healthy Planet, Whole Foods, all the healthy store, and just go and see the Canadian products or the women-owned businesses. And so I wanted to create a segment on this show where we can test a product made by a woman founder. Very nice. Yes. That's mostly why I accepted the invitation, for the food. Perfect. No. Well, hopefully someday, we have sponsors who can send us bags and bags of products, and you can get some home with you. But today, that's good. Today we just have one each. Oh yeah, no, but everything is. You know what? I also wanted to tell you, I think it's very smart, because I feel food is bringing people together. Like sharing something is always more relaxed, and I think it's very cool. And what better than candies? Nothing, chocolate. You know what? I have a good a friend from Vancouver who makes chocolates. Ooh. But no, I know I need to introduce you to that lady who does chocolate at the beaches. She's Belgian. Okay. She imports Callebaut chocolate, and then she does praline in the basement of her house. Okay. And it's her business. It's been 40 years she's in Canada. Yes, I'll introduce you to her. Chocolates, yes. But let's start with candies. So for sure. For today, have you heard of Smart Sweets? I think so, but I don't remember. Looks nice. I like the packaging. Very colorful. It's so it was created by Tara Boach, who is based in Vancouver. Oh, nice. Okay. And so I think she was chatting with her grandma about how she loves candies, and they were both talking about sugars, that it's not too good for you. Yeah. So she bought one of those gummy bear molds at home, and she tested recipes to make healthier candies. Nice. And so in this bag, it's if you eat the whole bag, because who are we kidding? Like even chocolates, I eat the whole thing. If you open it, when they sell you a bag and they have the zipper, it's like, what? Yeah. Why is this for? Why? So I like that the nutrition facts here are based on the whole bag. Yeah. So there is 3 grams of sugar per bag. That's and it's low. 120 calories. Wow. Yeah. Which one do you want to? Oh, mine is 130. So let's go for this one. Okay. You'll take this one home. Okay. Let's start with the fruity gummy bears. Let's try it. All right. Okay. Let's go. Yes. COVID is done. Okay, so I'm not that picky. I wash my hands. Yeah, me too. Okay. Nice. Okay. I took 3. So you can take more. They look like Haribo. Yeah, they look similar to other candies. That's good. Yeah.
Maybe we can be sponsored for eating candies.
Yeah, let
With
me do
ASMR.
ASMR moment. Wait, I'm putting my fingers on it. You're gonna have a hard time. That's horrible.
Some people like it.
I hate ASMR. It's stressing me out.
Okay. So what do you think?
I like them. I think I was afraid of the texture
Mm-hmm.
because I feel sometimes when they try to replicate something, like sometimes I buy Beyond Meat and things like that.
Okay.
I feel the hardest job when you buy healthy products is to replicate the texture. The taste is like, it's okay. Like you're just eating something different, but the texture is, I feel, hard. And I think they're good.
Yeah, I think it's, I wouldn't know that they're healthier.
No. And it's sweet. Like it tastes like sweet.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like fake sugar.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you this before I eat more.
Okay, well, Tara, good job.
Thank you.
It's really good.
Yes, it is. Nice.
These are tropical sours, so maybe, do you like sour candies? Or?
Yes.
Yeah, they have very different, probably like 8 bags.
Oh, yeah. They look different, multiple colors.
Yeah, this is when I like it, and I've tried sour candies from Smart Sweets before, but this is where you can tell it's different from other sour candies.
Yeah, see, I was talking about the texture. I prefer
the other ones.
This one is more like a fruit paste, like pâte de fruits.
Good example. Yeah,
I don't know how to say that. Fruit paste in English?
Fruit paste, yeah.
Doesn't make any sense, but like dry fruits, like dates and stuff, like that's more like the texture of that.
Yeah, I agree. It's a different texture.
I also feel this one was not sticking too much to your teeth. I feel this one I need to brush my teeth if I eat. Like, you know, it's sticking.
I like sour, and I like when it takes time, because if it's too easy to eat, then it just disappears in 10 seconds.
Oh, you might
At least here I have 5 minutes, you know?
I see. You might be a big fan of Napoleon.
Oh, I don't know that.
Maybe it's a Belgian thing.
Maybe.
But it's called Napoleon. Should be French.
Okay.
There's none in Canada.
Okay, please.
Yes.
Someday, if you find it, I want to try.
And you know Chocotov?
No.
Oh, come on.
Should we do a Belgian episode?
Yeah, Belgian tasting stuff.
Yeah.
It's like a caramel, but it tastes like chocolate.
Okay.
Like it doesn't taste like caramel.
Why?
It's a caramel tasting like chocolate. Because it's better.
Someone trying to be something they're not.
Yes, that's true. Weird stuff to do with food, you know, M&Ms?
Yeah.
I eat around the peanut and then I eat the peanut.
Well, thank you for trying with me Smart Sweets.
It was good.
Tara, again, good job.
Good job.
Let's take a moment to talk about what's going on in your business with The Sound of Sea.
Yes.
Where can we learn more about it? And is there something next?
Yes, the website, thesoundofsea.com. You'll find everything you need to know. Our LinkedIn, we are having a campaign where the members are explaining what's the Sound of Sea.
Okay.
So I think you can learn a lot from them, more than from me, because in the end, they're the best ambassadors. And then we do events and webinars every month. So in October, our event is on the 23rd, and it's always at Hotel Victoria on Yonge, so 7 minutes away from Union Station. So if you live far, you can come. Yes, and the webinar, I don't have the date in my head, but so we have topics every month.
Yeah. So both people who are in the Toronto area and also internationally can find maybe a webinar or come in person to network and learn.
Yes. And funny enough, our goal was really to develop here in Toronto, but word of mouth. We have now members living in Windsor, Vancouver, US.
Okay.
So we have webinars and events, but we also have cohorts with business owners and entrepreneurs, business leaders. That's online. Yes, it's easy to join even if you're international.
Perfect.
Yes, and we are opening in French. Oh. French cohorts.
Okay.
Yes. So let's see how that goes.
I think our audience have all the information to contact you. Thank you so much, Meryl, for your time here.
Thank you for allowing, like entrepreneurs and leaders to have a space to talk. Thank you for that. You're very easy to talk to.
Thank you, Meryl.